on the way. Basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way. Get ready for Pickett County basketball in minutes. From UCSportsNation.com, Pickett County basketball is on the way.
When you face the Pickett County Bobcats, expect a fight.
We play for the ones who came before us.
Excellence is the expectation.
Being a Bobcat means playing to your full expectations.
We fear no one.
Lady Bobcats basketball is very intense.
We play fast. When teams come here, they'll be in a fight for all 32 minutes. Being a Bobcat means giving your all.
At Pickett, we expect to win.
At Pickett County, winning is a habit.
I wear the Pickett with pride across my chest.
Tradition here is unlike any other.
Excellence is the expectation.
We are Pickett County Lady Bobcats.
And we are Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We are Bobcat basketball.
Teams that get the hottest in February and March will find themselves playing in March. That's what the Pickett County Bobcats have done. They've really started to gel down the stretch, and they are one game away from hosting a sub-state back in Byrdstown on Monday night. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Pickett County basketball. This is Jake Wallman, joined by Casey Bolden. Casey, this team's really starting to gel. Everybody's learning their role. Should be in for a good game tonight with East Robertson.
Yeah, Jake, welcome in all the fans who are joining us here tonight, whether they're here in person or listening here on YouTube. in for a fantastic game. This East Robertson team, J-Dub, they're the defending TSSAA single A state champion from last year. Ended the Bobcats season in the semifinal round last season. It was their first title since '89, and while they've got a lot of the folks back from last year, they did lose everything Taylor Groves, who's now playing, defensive back at Ole Miss. And so, fantastic game here tonight. 7A still represented the Upper Cumberland. It's going to be a fantastic night here on UC Sports Nation, J-Dub.
Casey, what are tonight's keys to the game?
Let's talk about them, J-Dub. Tonight's Casey's keys for the game, Jake. Number one, I think Pickett County, they got to be prepared for very physical play tonight. You can look for contact on cutters. What do I mean when I say contact on cutters? East Robertson's not just going to let you get from A to B. They're going to put a body on you. They're going to bump you. They're going to get you off balance, get you off rhythm, make you work a little harder to get to your spot. So you got to be prepared for that. Got to get contact on rebounds. Got to get a good box out every time. Very athletic ball club and just able to work around. So you got to get a body on folks. And then got to get contact, or you're going to get contact around the rim as well. And so, we're not sure how the game will be officiated, but you got to play strong around the basket. Secondly, Jake, I think you want to strike first, and I think you want to strike hard. We've seen a lot of games this week. Basketball's a game of runs, and it feels like the team that's able to get the best start ultimately has came out on top. So I think it's important Pickett County goes out on a run, strike first, strike hard, but also be ready to take a punch back. And when you do, just bounce back. You got to be prepared. And then lastly, Jake, we talked about it last night. You got to play championship basketball. You got to come with intensity. You got to come with energy. You got to be focused. All the players got to step into their roles. You got to have GWPs. And lastly, they got to play together. And if the Bobcats can do that, I like their chances tonight at being able to host a sub-state game back at the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown on Monday night. Fans, stick around. Pregame show going to continue to roll on right after these words from our sponsors on UC Sports Nation.
The Union Bank postgame report continues. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range, member FDIC. Wrapping up tonight's Bobcats action.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you. Today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Tip-off approaching for boys teams across UC Sports Nation. Time to get you ready. Powered by Hall's Sports and Outdoors.
I'm Jacob Vinson. Two boys region championships outside of Region 4 Single A tonight. Down in Region 3 Single A, the Van Buren County boys basketball team takes on Chattanooga Prep for the championship. The Sentinels are 24-9 on the year and went 6-0 in 5 Single A play. The Eagles beat them last year in the region title game 75-59. Eagles coach Dustin Sullivan says his team will be ready.
I went and watched Sale Creek a couple of times in their district tournament. Play straight man, play hard, have a couple of good post players, a couple of good shooters. I know Chat Prep is really tough. We got them last year in the region final. They'll get South Pitt in the other semifinal. They're very athletic, just like they were last year, really young.
The York Institute Dragons get the Watertown Purple Tigers, who are 12-19 on the year in the Region 3 2A title game. The Purple Tigers, however, have won 5 out of their last 6 games and 4 in a row. They upset Jackson County 34-31 in the semis Tuesday night. Dragons coach Rodney Pyle says his team is battle-tested from the non-district schedule they played this year.
A lot of times before your district schedule starts, a lot of, even though they're just dress rehearsals, these other teams that we played, and Since we played the tough schedule, anytime you're playing against a good team, you go out there and you basically, even if you win or if you lose, they point out what areas of weaknesses you have. And then hopefully you go and you try to change those weaknesses into strengths, or you try to get better at that. And that's basically what we've done.
We'll keep you updated on scores throughout the area from UC Sports Nation.
We're now joined by freshman Joey Elder of the Pickett County Bobcats. What is your favorite way to prepare for a game?
Just go out to eat with my teammates and have fun and listen to music in the locker room, I guess.
Do you have a favorite drill or a practice period that you look forward to?
Usually it's like 3-minute shooting because we just keep on shooting and shooting and shooting.
Are there any sports you like to watch or play when you're not playing basketball?
Well, I play baseball and football for Pickett County, so really there aren't many other sports in Pickett County that I could play, so I play all three in Pickett County.
If someone was coming to Pickett County High School for the first time, what's one thing you'd like to tell them that makes the school great?
Just the culture and the people here are amazing. They don't ever put you down or anything. They lift you up.
What's something that gets you excited about a game day at PCHS?
The fans, the atmosphere. Walking into the gym, it's a smaller gym, so it makes it a lot louder with the fans right behind you. It's amazing.
This has been freshman Joey Elder of the Pickett County Bobcats.
The Bobcats hit the court in minutes. This is Bobcats basketball pregame. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back to Gainsboro and Kermit Forkham Gymnasium for the Region 4A Boys Championship between Pickett County and East Robertson. We're joined by Joseph Amonette of the Pickett County Bobcats. Excellent ball movement Tuesday night, and after a touch-and-go first quarter, you all took care of the ball extremely well. What's this lineup give you in terms of ball movement?
It's a lineup. I'm virtually playing 5 guards. Is what I'm doing. Payne Burton, is playing the 4 for us right now, but most of his career in middle school, he played point guard. So, it's given me an opportunity to have 5 kids out there that can all handle, shoot, pass, interchangeable a little bit to an extent. And I think that was one of the reasons we were able to beat Joe Burns and handle that big 1-3-1 zone that they had.
You've got some kids that have been on the team when the team has made this type of game, but not a lot of postseason experience with this type of game. How do you get the team ready for the pressure that comes with this level of a ball game?
I think a couple of things. I think one, you have the opportunity to play in March it's rare air, and you don't need to let that be too big, and you need to take a little time to enjoy it leading up to the game, and then during the game. I think the key is to get the kids lost in their performance. It's a basketball game. It's on a basketball court, and there's fans and stands. And if you can just get them to get lost in the performance and block out the rest of the stuff, I think they're playing just like it's a Friday night at Clark Range in the middle of January. And as a coach, that's what you need to try to do.
The guys know their roles well by now, and they're really gelling in those roles. They stepped up to sink some crucial free throws Tuesday night against Joe Burns, didn't they?
Oh, it was phenomenal. I can't say enough about how proud I am of this group. It's a unique group. They've been most of their careers as a group, they have been underappreciated and overlooked. would be how I describe this group, and to see what they have done together to put themselves in this position is a special thing, and I'm really proud of them and proud to be a small part of it.
In the first matchup, this team was coming off a tough loss on the road, and they hung with the Indians step for step. How has East Robertson changed since that matchup back in December?
Well, they got a little bit of that football out of them. It's East Robertson's got all those kids are really good football players. I think they've got 4 Division I football players on the team, and when we played them in December, they still had a little bit of football in them. They had a good football season, and they have fine-tuned what they're doing a little bit. They're a little bit more honed in, just as we are. And, they're a veteran club, state championship team last year that just lost 1 player. And, I think they're playing their best basketball right now, and I think we are too.
Is there an injury report tonight?
We are all healthy and ready to go.
This has been Joseph Amonette as Pickett County meets East Robertson for the 4A Region Championship.
Our countdown to Bobcats basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
At People's Bank, we've learned from experience. With the right amount of cash, most problems can be turned into an advantage, an opportunity you might not have otherwise seen coming. Having a good, solid banking relationship with People's Bank is an asset you can't afford not to have. Come by People's Bank and talk with us today about how we can help you improve your business. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Mark Gall, your local Twin Lakes Business Solutions consultant. Between college visits, applications, and securing financial aid, we know that preparing for college can be stressful. That's why Twin Lakes is here to help. Twin Lakes, along with the Foundation of Rural Services, is excited to offer scholarship opportunities for graduating seniors. Visit twinlakes.net for more information. Don't wait. Applications must be submitted by February the 8th, so apply today.
Some restrictions apply. See the application for full eligibility rules.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Pregame festivities are wrapped up, and it is time for the national anthem. We'll be back with a look at the matchup history and the first half of East Robertson and Pickett County following the national anthem.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
the national anthem at Jackson County High School inside Kermit Forkum Gymnasium. Let's take a look at the matchup history now. Pickett County and East Robertson are not new acquaintances, as Pickett County leads the all-time series 5-2. Pickett County has won the last 2 previous matchups. Last year in the Region 4A semifinal that was at East Robertson, Pickett County fell 61-45, and on December 9th, 2022, 66-63, Pickett County failed to East Robertson in Byrdstown. The path to the region championship for the Indians, they beat Trousdale County in the district semifinal before losing to Joe Burns in the District 8 Single A championship. And they topped Gordonsville last Friday, 45-37 in the Region 4A semifinal, and topped Knowledge Academy's Tuesday night, 74-59. A note that Casey Bolden gave me today, between the 4 teams on both the girls' side and the boys' side of this region tournament, or the region championship, 20 combined state titles. Up next, sectionals on Monday night at 7 o'clock. This game will decide where that's played. Now it's time for the starting lineups. The Pickett County Bobcats will be the designated team away on the scoreboard. They're coached by Joseph Eminette. They're 17-12, 3-5 in District 7 Single A, and are 15 in Single A. Starting for the Bobcats will be Jacob Eminette, Eli Reagan, Gage Harris, Dylan Anderson, and Payne Burton. One more time for the Bobcats. It'll be Eminette, Reagan, Harris, Anderson, and Burton. For the East Robertson Indians, 23-7, 8-2 in 8A, and they are number 5 in Single A. They're coached by Mr. Kirk Catan. Starting for the Indians will be Carson Craig, number 10, number 15, Braden Jones, number 3, Elijah Groves, number 2, Isaiah Groves, and number 4, Tayshawn Groves. So one more time for the Indians. It'll be Craig, Jones, Groves, and Groves. So you'll hear a lot about the Groves bunch tonight. For the play-by-play action, here he is, Casey Bolden.
Thank you, J-Dub. Glad to be back here at Kermit Forkum Arena on the campus of Jackson County. Got a great-looking crowd in here tonight. 4A finals on the boys' side. Just getting underway here. Both teams going through the handshakes. Got 2 great student sections here. Eli Reagan getting ready to jump center against Elijah Groves. He outsizes him by about 6-8 inches. Tips up and away. It's controlled by Pickett County.
And that's Payne Burton getting up there with him.
Man-to-man defense, first possession here. Dylan Anderson on the drive, and Dylan Anderson almost got the finish.
Nice move, nice look at the basket.
Went hard at the rim, ball just rolled across the rim. Couldn't get it to go. First possession here for the Indians. Elijah Groves gonna have the basketball out top of the key. Started over the right wing, that's gonna be Mason Edison. Get it down inside to Groves. Kick out, back to Edison. Right wing this time, Isaiah Groves. Looking for Elijah inside. Payne Burton checking him. 2-3 zone look, Bobcats. Get it over to Tayshawn Groves. Looking inside for Elijah. Got him. Goes up. Shot won't go. Rebound, Jacob Eminette. 0-0, no score here early on. 7 minutes to go. Early in the first quarter. Eminette going to pick up his dribble. Kick out. Eli Reagan. Shot in the way. It won't fall. And out of bounds.
Oh, I don't know about that one, yeah.
I think they missed that one.
Looked like Tayshawn Groves tried to save it in, and it may have bounced off an Indian hip.
East Rob back on the offensive attack. Full court pressure. Payne Burton giving some token looks in the backcourt. East Rob works it across easily. Start the ball at the top of the circle with Groves. Going to kick it over the right wing. That's Edson. Down the center of the paint. We're going to find number 2, Isaiah Groves, on the cutter. And that's going to be the first score of your basketball game. 2-0 Indians. They lead it here over the Pickett County Bobcats. 6:20 to go, first quarter. Little 3-man weave out top. Get it into Gage Harris. He's going to kick it down inside to Payne Burton. Kick it over to Dylan Anderson, left wing. Try to get Gage Harris. Gage Harris going to cut to the basket. Kick out Anderson. Find Eli Reagan around the free throw line. He's going to get it into Amonette. Really good defense this time, Indians. Very active. Amonette going to pull up as he gets down to the rack. Defender kept going. Nice little 6-foot pull-up jumper with a kiss off the glass. Tied all two.
Casey, Jacob Amonette had 34 in the last meeting in Byrdstown. Going to need a big one from him tonight.
Skip pass over to Edson. Going to kick it back. Across top of the key, Elijah. Back to Edson. 3-ball on the way. No good. And we're going to have a foul. I think they're going to pin that one on Elijah Groves, maybe. Can't tell. Yep, pin that one on Elijah Groves as he was coming in to crash the boards. And so that's going to be the foul on East Robertson. Payne Burton going to play it in. 94 feet to go. 2-all your score. 5:34. First quarter. Amonette in the backcourt working against Isaiah Groves. Groves trying to work him. Tries for the steal. Amonette going to have to get it across the timeline. He does. Kick it over the left wing to Anderson. And out in the passing lane, that's going to be Elijah Groves. Going to knock it out of bounds. Stay with Pickett County.
Got to get the ball in.
Get it into Harris. Harris, top of the key, Amonette. Working against Isaiah Groves. They want to go white or point. This time down, get it into Amonette. Into the circle. Eli Reagan on the drive. Picks his dribble up. Kick it out, Anderson, top of the key. Eli Reagan going to launch one from 3. It goes in and out. And they're battling for the rebound was Dylan Anderson, but he couldn't get a hold of it. It's going to be out of there on transition back to East Robertson. Elijah Groves, 2-3 zone look this time, Pickett County. Elijah, left wing, looking inside. They find big Greg Carson in there. And he's going to pass it off to Isaiah Groves for the bucket. 4-2, East Robertson leads it here. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. 3-man weave out top. Amonette on the drive. Amonette works to the rack. He can't get it to go. Kick out Gage Harris. Long ball from Harris. Off the back rim. Payne Burton in there. He's fighting for it. It's going to be off Payne Burton and out of bounds. 4-2 your score. East Robertson leads it here. 4:16 to go. Full court pressure this time, Bobcats.
Casey, it looks like Eli Reagan's going to check Casey Craig for most of the night.
And somebody missed the defensive assignment.
It may have been Eli Reagan.
Carson Craig again with an easy bucket. Down underneath the rack. So it's 6-2. Jacob Amonette going to almost lose the basketball. Kick it over to Gage Harris. Make that Reagan. Back to Amonette. Amonette going to hand off to Dylan Anderson. Over to Reagan. Backdoor cut by Amonette. Picks his dribble up underneath the rim. Kick out. Dylan Anderson. Shot off the back rim. No good. In transition is Tayshawn Groves. Pass off to Elijah Groves. Kick it. Left wing. Isaiah Groves. Tayshawn, top of the circle. They get it inside. Shot up and good by Carson Craig. And Coach Amonette going to have to take a 30-second timeout. East Robertson leads it here 8-2. J-Dub just some missed assignments down in there on the defensive end. Craig, a big, strong kid, he's been able to score early and often.
Yeah, just mentioned it a moment ago. This team has been sized out or outsized a lot of this tournament, so it's nothing new to these guys at least. So you just got to keep playing the way you've been playing, And then I think when we played East Robertson in Byrdstown, they got out to I think it was a 15-5 lead. So you kind of find yourself in a similar hole. You just got to keep playing, work through it, keep shooting the ball. I don't think the shots on the offensive end have been such bad looks.
No, got some good looks, just hadn't got him to go down. Jacob Amonette going to work the ball into the front court. Caden Thomas checked in during the break. And we're going to have a foul up top against Elijah Groves. And that's going to be his second foul of the basketball game.
Tried to.
So we'll see if Coach Kurt Caton is going to keep him in. And they do. Coach Caton going to roll the dice here. 3:05 to go. Groves, Elijah, 2 big fouls here early on. Princeton weave out top for the Bobcats. Little slip screen for down inside to Eli Reagan for the Dukes. Nice little pass that time from Amonette.
Yeah, nice cut by Reagan to the basket.
And as they go to the basket, That's going to be Isaiah Groves. He can't finish it. Rebound, Jacob Amonette. Amonette going to have his pocket picked up around half court. And it's going to be Isaiah Groves on the finish. Just picked Amonette's pocket up around midcourt. He's working him hard in the backcourt. We talked about it pregame. Got to be ready for the physicality. And that's going to be back-to-back turnovers by the Bobcats as Amonette threw it left wing over to Caden Thomas. A little too hot to handle, and he couldn't hang on to it. Substitution checking in here. Gage Harris checking out of the basketball game. And Dylan Anderson going to check back in. 2-3 zone look again, this time for the Bobcats. They trail it 10-4. 2:10 to go here first quarter. Groves out top of the circle. It's Tayshawn Groves with the basketball. Right-hand dribble. Pass it off to Elijah Groves. Start the offense. Looking for big number 10, Carson Craig down on the block. Eli Reagan trying to play in front of him. Kick it right side, Tayshawn Groves. Over to Elijah. Elijah gonna let one rip from long distance. Shot up, it won't fall. Rebound, Dylan Anderson.
Payne Burton was there as well.
Two seniors in there battling for the rebound. Minute and a half to go here first quarter. Bobcats trail at 10-4. Amonette, right-handed dribble. Working inside against Elijah Groves. Kick out, Eli Reagan on the dude.
Gunner guns and bang!
Eli Reagan gonna knock down the long ball. Makes it a 10-7. East Robertson advantage. 1:15 to go here first quarter. Kick it over right wing. Now into the corner. That's Mason Edison. Wants to drive baseline. Kick it out to Elijah Groves. Shot up, it won't go. Rebound, Jacob Amonette for Pickett County. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Amonette's going to give it off to Eli Reagan. Reagan picks up his dribble over to Payne Burton. Going to get a screen. Payne Burton looked like he traveled. They didn't call it. Back to Reagan. Coach Amonette won't circle. Backdoor cut. And Payne Burton going to dribble it in. Kick out Caden Thomas.
Gunner guns and bang!
Caden Thomas on the long ball. We've got a tie basketball game, 10-all. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. It's going to be a turnover.
And they just threw it out of bounds. I think that was Elijah Groves trying to bring it up. Couldn't tell who it was that met him at half court, and he just threw it right into the Pickett County student section.
Gage Harris going to check back into the basketball game here for Caden Thomas, who just knocked down a big three-point shot.
Nice run time from 21.
25 seconds to go here. Bobcats could get the last possession here of the half, or the quarter. Jacob Amonette on the drive. Jacob Amonette going to get his shot blocked. As Isaiah Groves going to come in there and block that one away as Amonette worked it to the rack. Get it down court quickly. That's Carson Craig. He's had a nice first quarter here. He's got 8 of the 12 East Robertson points. Amonette on the drive. 1 second to go. Shot up by Amonette.
Oh!
And it's good.
Jacob Amonette says, in your eye.
And after 1 quarter, your score. Pickett County Bobcats 12, East Robertson Indians 12. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ball's thrown in to start the second quarter. Pickett County and East Robertson tied at 12 in the Region 4 championship at Jackson County High School.
Long ball from Mason Edson. Won't go. And then they're battling for the rebound. Zach Prince. Thinks they're going to call that one against Jacob Amonette. It's tough luck. Just really wrong place, wrong time on that one.
No, they got Gage Harris with it.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time. Get it inside to Elijah Groves. That's way too easy. He just battled in there, got position on the inbound, and was able to score. Elijah Groves makes it a 14-12. East Robertson lead here. 7:35 to go here, second quarter. 4A finals. Emanette, top of the circle. Emanette going to kick off to Reagan, who's been hot. Reagan hit off the heel, wouldn't go. And on the long rebound, Payne Burton going to knock it out of bounds. Going to go back over to East Robertson. 14-12 your score. Here at Kermit Forkham Arena on the campus of Jackson County High School.
Oh, that should be a kick ball.
It's going to be a turnover for East Robertson. Quickly down court, Emanette works to the rack, and Emanette going to be able to score.
Worked right around Isaiah Groves for the nice bucket.
Elijah Groves in there swatted at it too with those two fouls. Worked the basketball down to Mason Edson, and he's going to get a bucket right inside the free throw line. Emanette working backcourt. Working against Isaiah Groves, trying to work him in the backcourt. Turned him over once already. Eli Reagan, top of the circle. Picks his dribble up, handoff. And to Emanette. Emanette getting there, almost had the basketball stolen away. He's going to be able to save it out to Eli Reagan and then over to Payne Burton. Gage Harris working up top. Left side this time, Dylan Anderson. Man-to-man defense. And it's aggressive by the East Robertson.
Emanette wants him to attack. That backdoor cut's there.
Emanette up top, right wing, going to get a screen up high from Payne Burton. A little pick and roll. And Emanette is going to turn the basketball over. And on the jam, that's Carlos, or make that Elijah Groves. On the run out, 18-14. Third turnover of the basketball game for the Bobcats. 5:45 to go, 18-14 is your score. Emanette pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Rebound East Robertson, Elijah Groves on the transition. Kick it out, Tayshawn Groves over to the corner to Isaiah Groves. Shot up, won't fall.
He grabbed nothing there.
A little hard on that one. Emanette on the rebound, gonna walk it into the front court. Right wing, Gage Harris picks up his dribble. Eli Reagan straight away, top of the circle. Hand off to Emanette. Emanette, hand off Reagan. Coach trying to spread it out here. Go a little ISO for Eli Reagan. Reagan trying to back his defender down. Reagan going to be able to get around and
count the basket.
And Reagan to the rack. And he's going to go up strong and finish. Eli Reagan makes it a 16-18. East Robertson advantage. But Eli Reagan going to step to the free throw line here for the and one. Trying to get three the hard way. 18-16 your score. East Robertson leads at 5:01 to go here until halftime. Eli Reagan. They bouncing the ball. Shots on the way. It's short. Hit about every part of the rim and fell off. Rebound Elijah Groves. Kick it down court. Edson. Long ball. Shot up no good. Rebound in there, Caden Miller, who's checked into the basketball game. And in the transition, they're going to pin a foul on Zach Prince.
That's two quick ones on Zach Prince now.
As he bodied up Emanette, going down the sideline. Substitution checking in here. Prince going to check out. And Carson Craig, who had a big first quarter, going to check back into the basketball game. 18-16 here, your score. And we're going to have another hand check foul in the backcourt. Tayshawn Groves. We talked about it, Jake. They're really trying to pressure in the backcourt, which is great, but you can't do it with hands. You got to do it with your feet. A lot of hands right there.
Yeah, they're getting their hands caught in the cookie jar a lot, Casey.
Emanette working in the front court. Gets down inside. Emanette to the rack.
Strong move by Jacob Emanette.
Emanette on the finish. We got another tie game here. 18-all. 4.5 minutes to go till halftime. Elijah Groves on the 8-foot jumper. Shot up and hit every part of the rim and fell off. Emanette on the run. Emanette working inside. Going to turn it over. As Jordan Smith going to step in there and steal the pass away. Jordan Smith down on the other end, couldn't hit anything.
No, that's the second air ball this quarter by East Robertson.
You know, I think East Robertson's game is to try to play transition and get the basketball inside. Amonette going to pass off to Reagan. Top of the key, working against Elijah Groves. Nice little spin move by Reagan. Just couldn't finish it. Elijah Groves on the rebound in transition. Groves going to pull it up right inside the free throw line. Looked like a travel.
Yeah, it did.
Gage Harris.
Coach Amonette saw it.
And they're going to war. Gage Harris on the rebound. Great effort. Ball's going to be off him, though, and out of bounds. Substitution checking into the basketball game. Tayshawn Groves checking out. Isaiah Groves going to check back in. Long ball on the way from Jordan Smith. It's no good. And for the second time in a row, it's going to be off a Bobcat and out of bounds. So East Robertson going to play it in under their own basket. Jordan Smith up top of the key to Craig. Now Elijah Groves. Pass off to Isaiah Groves. 3:20 to go. Tie basketball game. 18 all. Looking inside. Top of the key, Elijah. Looking down in there for Craig. Payne Burton. Fronting him. He's going to need backside help. Kick it back up top. Craig going to come out. Going to look inside for Elijah this time. Third time in a row, Jordan Smith on the shot. It won't go. Rebound. Gage Harris. Pickett County. Going to try to take a lead here. Amonette on the drive. Down inside the lane.
He's got to pass it out. He's in trouble.
Eli Reagan. Going to drive it baseline. Kick out. Amonette. Amonette. Going to pull it up at the free throw line. Shot on the way is good.
Nice bucket. Nice ball movement, too.
Worked hard that time for that possession, for that bucket.
Yeah, he kept Isaiah Groves on his heels most of that possession.
Bobcats take their first lead of the basketball game. They lead at 20-18, 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Get the ball into Groves. That's Elijah, and we're going to have an offensive foul as Elijah Groves used that hook.
And that's the third foul on Elijah Groves.
And he's going to have to take a seat here. Substitution checking in as Tayshawn Groves is going to come in and give Elijah Groves a breather. And from Pickett County, Lyric Paris is checked in, and Payne Burton going to catch a breather. So you line up for the Bobcats, Amonette, Reagan, Lyric Paris, Dylan Anderson, and Gage Harris. And we're going to have an illegal screen against Lyric Paris on this possession. As Jacob Amonette tried to work off the screen, official came in and said that Lyric Paris wasn't set there. So it's going to be an offensive foul. 20-18 your score. Pickett County leads it here as we go under 2 minutes here until halftime.
That's only the second foul on Pickett County.
Jordan Smith going to kick it over. Right wing. That's Mason Edson for three. And Mason Edson's going to find the bottom of the basket as East Robertson retakes the lead, 21-20. 1:35 to go here until halftime. Amonette, left wing, trying to get a screen from Lyric Paris. Amonette going to get double teamed. Amonette picks his dribble up, kicks it over to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan going to work to the basket, kick out to Gage Harris.
Gunner guns and bang!
Gage Harris going to line one up and let it rip from deep. Bobcats retake the lead, 23-21, 1:10 to go here until halftime. Jordan Smith over to Edson, 2-3 zone again, this time down Bobcats. Working back top of the circle, Tayshawn Groves going to drive. Tayshawn Groves can't finish it. Eli Reagan on the rebound.
Strong rebound by Eli Reagan.
As we go under 1 minute here in the second quarter.
I think Coach Amonette's wanting Gage Harris and Eli Reagan to come out. Maybe they'll work some clock right here, Casey.
Eli Reagan going to kick it over to Gage Harris, right wing. Harris going to dribble up top. Pass left side, Dylan Anderson. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Bobcats trying to probably just get the last shot here. Eli Reagan working hard up top against Tayshawn Groves. And Bobcats just going to turn it over.
Yeah, they were looking for Lyric Paris. Eli Reagan thought Lyric Paris was going to go on a cut to the basket.
Substitution checking in. Caden Thomas checking in. Gage Harris going to check out here for the final 23 seconds of the game. Also interesting right here, Elijah Groves back in the basketball
Yeah, he's back
game.
in with those 3 fouls.
Coach Kurt Caton rolling the dice right here. Under 20 to go. Bobcats lead at 23-21, packed into that 2-3 zone. Groves, Tayshawn, top of the circle. Gonna look inside for Elijah. They find him, shot up and good from Elijah Groves. 3 seconds. Eli Reagan gonna let one rip from half court. Hit the backboard, but it's no good. And your score at halftime, right back where we started. Pickett County 23, East Robertson 23. Stick around, fans. First game analysis, first half analysis and scoreboard as well as stats coming your way next, right here on UC Sports Nation.
Bobcats basketball, the Pickett County Wildcats. Tonight's game, sponsored by Aminet's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com. Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired. Done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospot.com. Milestone Physical Therapy. Orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone. And by People's Bank and Trust, Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is James Green, your local Twin Lakes security consultant. If you've been thinking about a security system for your business, the new year is a great time to make the move. Twin Lakes offers commercial fire alarms, panic buttons, access control, and video surveillance, all at low rates with 24/7 service. Please call 528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net to learn more about our business security solutions. Happy New Year.
Living a life that fulfills your personal vision. That's the new American dream. At People's Bank, our purpose is to do everything in our power to help you become your best self. Whatever your dreams for the future may be, come by and talk them over with us. We have so many different ways to serve you, and we would like nothing better than to help make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Neck and neck for the Region 4A championship for the first half here at Jackson County High School Kermit Forkham Arena. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden on the halftime show. Casey, saw it early in the first quarter. Pickett County got into a little 10-4 hole. They were able to battle back on a 6-2 run to end the half tied at 12. The second quarter was a little bit more back and forth, and now we're tied at 23.
Yeah, J-Dub, two great basketball teams. They're going to get each other's best shot here tonight. And so, yeah, Pickett County got off not to the best start, but really, like you said, just able to battle back, make a lot of plays, hit a lot of great shots in and around the rim, and got some good play from Caden Thomas. A couple of back-to-back games, he's came in,
knocked down a big three,
a big three and able to knock it down. And so, tied up here at the half. One thing I don't know if you noticed, Jake, but a lot of physicality here in the basketball game. You know, East Robertson wants to play a physical style and brand of basketball, really working the guards into the backcourt, trying to overplay passing lanes, bump those cutters, get them off their spot, just disrupt the timing of the offense in general. They've done a really nice job at that tonight, turned the Bobcats over there 5 times in the first half. So a little bit of work to sharpen up the passing there for Pickett County. We're in store for an excellent basketball game here in the second half. It's a toss-up, all tied up here, 23-all at the 4A finals down at Kermit Forkham Gymnasium on the campus of Jackson County. J-Dub, what about a UC Sports Nation stat line for the first half?
Absolutely, Casey. Looking at the numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats, they're led in points by 10 with Jacob Amonette, Eli Reagan with 7, and then a duo of players with 3 points apiece. Gage Harris and Caden Thomas both come in and hit a big 3. At the half, it's Pickett County 23, East Robertson 23.
Mason Allen is a senior wrestler at Cookeville High School. He joined UC Sports Nation recently to talk about his passion for wrestling, where it stems from, and why he's motivated every day. This is UC Sports Nation This Week.
Talk about when you got into wrestling and what some of the factors were, maybe who some of the folks were that drew you to this.
Well, my mom, when she was in high school, she was on Cookeville's first ever wrestling team, and she was like in Sports Illustrated for wrestling and went to like women's nationals and won, and she put me in the sport when I was like real young, like 3 years old, and I've pretty much been doing it until now.
So you got into it before football even?
Yeah, before football my mom was like, you're starting on wrestling, but then with my little brother, she like let him pick his own path.
Going into football then, with such a wrestling base, just like how much of a kickstart do you think that was to kind of already, know how your body moves? And
well, like on the field, it's all about power and like explosion. And with wrestling, you got to have good hips. And as a lineman, especially, you got to like hip explosion. So having like a wrestling background and being able to know how to use my like lower body really helps on the football field when I'm like driving somebody.
When you started picking up football, like, did you notice like any things that from that sport that kind of helped you on the mat?
I mean, not really until I got into middle school, because football is really team based, and as a younger kid going to like tournaments, it's you and that other person on the mat. So I always had like a club that I wrestled for, but it's like me and my coach. So, I mean, not until I got into like the dual standpoint where I actually felt like it's a team sport. I got to rely on these other guys to do what they got to do, and they rely on me.
In the midst of that competitive environment, just like, how can you describe it?
Well, sometimes like during the Warren County match, it really came down to the last match, and I was the last match, and we were losing as a team. And if I would have lost that match, we would have lost the whole match altogether. So usually, like, just watching your brothers pretty much go out there and wrestle, and I mean, whenever it comes down to that wire and you got to go out there and do what you got to do to get your team to win, I mean, it just feels like everyone's you got to put the team on your back.
What are some things just like about this sport that made you want to come back season after season and stick with it for as long as you did? Like, what are the things that you just love about wrestling?
Well, some of my coaches when I was younger and like going into middle school, I just love being around them. And then Coach Cook, the atmosphere he brings, like the wisdom he shares, it's just like he just draws you in. Like, I would go into war with that guy. He gives me this confidence that I've never had. So it's just like being around him makes me feel like a better person, makes me want to prove myself and just drive to be better.
That's Cookeville Wrestling senior Mason Allen. To listen to the full interview with Mason Allen, go to UCSportsNation.com.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. And your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
An empty possession, first possession for both teams to start the second half, as Pickett County and East Robertson are tied at 23 apiece.
East Robertson on the offense here. Payne Burton on the steal.
Oh, nice.
Payne Burton on the run out. Payne Burton to the rack and good. Got out the passing lane and got himself rewarded.
Yes, he did. He's provided great minutes the entire region tournament.
25-23, Bobcats retake the lead here in the basketball game. Right wing this time. Isaiah Groves. Skip it over left wing. Mason Edison, 2-3 zone look from Pickett County. Winner gets a home sub-state game on Monday night. Loser's going to go on the road. Either Van Buren County or Chattanooga Prep. Give you a score update on that one shortly. East Robertson kicking around the perimeter. Pickett County really just allowing them to take a three-point shot if they want it.
They've not really hurt Pickett County with the threes as much as they did last time in Byrdstown.
And they work it down inside to big Craig. Craig gets on the board for two more. Definitely don't want to shoot the basketball from the perimeter. Want to try to attack the zone, get it inside. And Craig was able to convert on that one. Full court pressure, East Robertson. They're going to kick the ball and go out of bounds. Full court pressure again. Bobcats inbound here. Eli Reagan. Kick it off to Amanette.
Got to get it across the timeline.
Get it over to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan needs help. They're going to have a foul. Top of the circle. Think they're going to pin that one against Isaiah Groves. They do.
He was kind of hounding Eli Reagan, trying to get him to walk, double dribble, over and back, something.
Extreme pressure and intensity from East Rob as in their man-to-man defense on the defensive set. Dylan Anderson going to work against Elijah Groves, who just scored his 1,000th point on that last basket. Eli Reagan step back jumper. It's good.
Nice bucket by Eli Reagan. Anything free throw line and in is really his shot.
Bobcats retake the lead 27-25. 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Working around the perimeter, Tayshawn Groves. Get it inside to Craig. He's going to be blocked.
Dylan Anderson.
By Dylan Anderson. Jacob Amanette on the run. Amanette going to drive it to the rack. Gets his defender up. Shot goes up. Amanette's going to have a held ball.
No, sir. That is not a held ball.
Groves came from behind. Kind of had both hands on the basketball as Jacob Amanette tried to go up with it.
I don't know about Casey. I don't know about that one, Casey. I didn't really see it.
Elijah Groves. Full court pressure, token full court pressure by the Bobcats. East Robertson able to get it inside. And we're going to try to find Elijah Groves cutting down center of the paint. And Payne Burton came in there, got a hand on it, swatted it away. So East Robertson going to play it in under their own baseline. Get it into Elijah. He can't finish it. Back up, and it's good. Elijah Groves, just a big, strong, physical kid in there.
Yeah, there were a couple Bobcats there. He just kind of outworked them.
Payne Burton going to kick it down to Gage Harris. Back to Amonette, going to start the offense. Survey the floor. Over to Dylan Anderson, left wing. Now Payne Burton. Get Amonette coming off a screen. Shot on the way it won't go. Gage Harris in there battling amongst the Giants, able to pull it down.
One of the smaller kids on the floor with a tough rebound.
Eli Reagan going to work it to the basket.
Nice bucket down the lane from Eli Reagan. Casey, I think he has the speed that Carson Craig doesn't.
29-27, Bobcats retake the lead. Looked like he walked down there. Elijah Groves kicks it down, Tayshawn Groves. Now back to Elijah. Isaiah, back to Elijah. 2-3 zone, again this time down Bobcats. 3:25 to go third quarter. They lead it by 2. Long ball on the way from Tayshawn Groves. Won't fall. And Gage Harris was in there battling for the rebound. And on the transition play, Jacob Amonette going to be fouled by Isaiah Groves. Coach Kurt Caton wanting the foul down there on the offensive end. Didn't get one. Payne Burton going to play it in here. Going to run Harry on the whiteboard. Amonette going to bring it across the timeline, working against Isaiah Groves. Top of the circle to Eli Reagan. Reagan going to hand off Amonette. Ball's tipped. On the three-point shot, it wouldn't go. Transition, Elijah Groves. Kick out, Mason Edison. Elijah Groves straight away. Gonna let one rip from long range, it's no good.
Yeah, you can give him the three-point ball.
Dylan Anderson with the basketball. Nice play that time, Payne Burton. Gonna be turned over though. Bobcats couldn't hang on to it. Long ball from Carson Craig.
Except from him.
Carson Craig gonna step out and knock down a three-point shot. Makes it a 30-29. East Robertson lead. Numbers here for Pickett County in transition. Try to kick it out, Dylan Anderson. And Pickett County going to turn it over again. Substitution checking in here for East Robertson.
Yeah,
it's going to be Zach Prince checking into the basketball game.
And
Edson.
Joseph Amonette wants a timeout to talk about that possession, Casey.
Yeah, had numbers there. Dylan Anderson, instead of being where he was supposed to, just didn't get where he wanted to be there on the court. Timeout, Bobcats. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches. It's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Moving in on 2 minutes to play, near East Robertson will near side out of bounds as they lead 30-29 here in the third quarter.
Tayshawn Groves going to turn it over. Gage Harris. Pickett County got numbers here. Kick it out to Amonette, left wing.
Got it!
And it's good.
Gunner guns and bang!
Bang that one home. Jacob Amonette on the long ball. Elijah Groves going to get it up court. Over to Tayshawn. 2-3 zone look again, Bobcats. 1:45 to go third quarter. Bobcats lead at 32-30. Here in the 4A Regional Championship down in Jackson County. Get it over left wing, Elijah Groves going to let one rip from long range. It's good. Elijah Groves. They're going to retake the lead. Eli Reagan going to drive it to the rack. And Eli Reagan's going to be fouled. I think they're going to call that one on Isaiah Groves.
Let's see who they got with that one. Isaiah Groves, indeed.
Isaiah Groves.
So now you got a couple Indians in foul trouble. Both Elijah Groves and Isaiah Groves both have 3 fouls.
Eli Reagan Steps to the free throw line. First shot's up. It's off the heel of the rim. No good. Dylan Anderson checking in here. And Caden Thomas, who gave a big three-point shot in the first half, is back in the basketball game. Second shot on the way by Reagan's good. Payne Burton, Gage Harris, Caden Thomas, Eli Reagan, and Jacob Amonette in your lineup here for the Bobcats.
Casey, those two free throws by Eli Reagan were the first for either team this game.
Elijah Groves going to let one rip again from long range. It's no good. But on the rebound, it's going to be Carson Craig. And East Robertson going to retake the lead, 35-33. Full court pressure from East Rob. Elijah Groves pressuring the basketball, and it's going to be away and out of bounds. 35-33 your score, 1:03 to go here. Gage Harris into the backcourt, gets it over to Eli Reagan.
Got numbers.
Bobcats got numbers here. Kick it out. Caden Thomas, shot on the way, it won't go. Rebound Gage Harris, the smallest guy on the court. Tries to kick it out of there, and it's going to go off of Gage Harris and out of bounds. Nice play that time, Tayshawn Groves.
Yeah, he saved it right into Gage Harris, and I think it hit Gage Harris in the face. He just couldn't corral it.
So East Rob going to play it in here. Gage Harris going to get a seat. And Dylan Anderson going to check back in here for defense. 35-33. East Robertson leads it. 40 seconds to go. We're going to have a turnover. Payne Burton.
Oh, nice tiptoe on the baseline by Payne Burton.
Payne Burton going to hand it off to Jacob Amonette. Where the Pickett County's going to start the offense. 30 seconds to go here. They trail it by 2. 35-33 in the third quarter. Region 4A finals. Reagan working up top of the key against Zach Prince. Back out to Payne Burton. Over to Reagan. 10 seconds to go here. Eli Reagan, let's see if they flatten it out, let him go ISO here. Reagan working up court. Kick it out to Dylan Anderson. Ball stolen away. Final shot of the quarter is no good. And after 3 quarters, East Robertson Indians lead the Pickett County Bobcats 35-33. Fans, stick around. Fourth quarter action going to come your way. Right after these words from our sponsor, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Start of the fourth quarter at Kermit Forkham Gymnasium on the campus of Jackson County High School. Pickett County trails 35-33 to East Robertson.
Jacob Amonette going to work it into the rack. Ball's tipped away from behind by Isaiah Groves. Back to Amonette. Amonette working his defender. Going to get him off his feet. Little pull-up jumper in the center of the paint. It's good.
Nice move by Jacob Amonette to get his defender in the air.
35 all. 7.5 minutes to go here. 4A finals. Kermit Forkham Gymnasium, Jackson County High School. 2-3 zone. Bobcats been in it all night long, trying to pack up the center of the paint. East Rob not shot extremely well from the perimeter. Pickett County. Elijah Groves. Groves working it around up top, trying to get it into Zach Prince. And Jacob Amonette going to get in front of the passing lane there, and it's going to go out of bounds off Amonette. Gage Harris going to check into the basketball game. Caden Thomas going to check back out. East Rob going to play it in under their own basket. Get it into Tayshawn Groves. Back into Elijah. Picks his dribble up. Kick back out. Over to Craig. Craig, the hot hand. Carson Craig going to stay hot on that one.
You got to guard Carson Craig on on the perimeter. He's the one that can hurt you.
On the steal. Ball's going to be way and out of bounds. Hopefully everybody's okay over there.
Couldn't tell who that was that went into the East Robertson bench.
Looked like the coach got taken out over there, the assistant coach, as the player came in trying to save it in. And it looked like he got wrapped up under his legs. Got lots of EMS staff here this week, and a couple of them already over there attending to him. We'll keep it right here for just a second. We'll see what happens. 35-38 is your score. East Robertson leads the Pickett County Bobcats. 6:40 to go here in the fourth and final period. Coach is sitting up now. It's the assistant coach. And he really got his legs knocked out from under him. See that a lot with linemen in the NFL.
Yeah.
The guy coming, they don't really have time to get out of the way. He just kind of takes the bottom of his legs out. And that's what happened here. Trying to see if they can get him up on his feet, and they do. And big round of applause for that guy, as he took a pretty good lick from the player. I think it was Tayshawn Groves trying to save it in bounds. So it's going to be Pickett County's basketball here. They're going to play it in right in front of the East Rob bench. Over there trying to clean up some moisture and probably some water and a few other things over there on the court. Coach Caton over there wanting to talk to the official. Payne Burton going to inbound the basketball here for the Bobcats. 38-35, 6:41 to go here in the game. Amonette with the basketball. Man-to-man defense again, East Rob. Gage Harris over to Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan working up top against Craig. Reagan wants to drive, kick out. Dylan Anderson, three-point shot. May have got a piece of it. Up and won't go. Gage Harris in there diving for it. Ball's going to be out of bounds. And again, I think that was Tayshawn Groves. He's all over the court here. It's two back-to-back plays where he's tried to save the basketball in. Ended up either in the crowd or in the bench. Bobcats basketball here, trailing by 3. 6:10 to go. Fourth quarter. Reagan, top of the circle. Little slip screen. Amonette on the drive. Gets a lot of contact there. No call. And East Rob on the board. Elijah Groves walking it up. 1-2-2 zone look this time for Pickett County. East Rob just going to hold it out in the center circle. They lead it by 3 here. Elijah Groves with the basketball. Payne Burton just kind of laying off of him here.
Carson Craig over in that far corner, Casey. That's where he's hit his last 2 threes.
Payne Burton wanting to come out and guard Elijah Groves as Elijah Groves just kind of back and forth dribble out near the half-court line. Gives it off and gets it back. Gets it over to Tayshawn Groves. 5:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Elijah Groves working against Payne Burton. Nice little behind-the-back dribble. Get it inside. Zach Prince. And Zach Prince on the finish. Timeout East Robertson. We'll keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout. Jake just felt like that time the defense just got caught lulling.
Yeah.
And just as they kind of dribbled it around, Zach Prince found himself wide open down underneath the basket.
Yeah, he did. He just kind of drifted slower and slower and slower from that corner, that near corner, excuse me, and was able to get an easy 2. It is a final down with Region 3 Single A. Chattanooga Prep tops Van Buren County and gets their revenge from last season, 72-57. So the loser of this game will go down to Chattanooga Prep. The winner gets Van Buren County in the fourth quarter. York Institute leads Watertown 43-24.
As Pickett County going to play the basketball in here with 5 minutes to go. Trail it by 5, full court pressure. Gage Harris trying to dribble through pressure. Gives it over to Amonette, right wing. Done a nice job at containing Amonette tonight, not letting him get loose on the perimeter. Amonette, hand off to Gage Harris. Eli Reagan dribbling into the basketball into the paint. He's going to be fouled again, I think, by Zach Prince.
Yeah, he was. Zach Prince bumped him.
As Reagan worked to the basket. They're going to say that one was on the floor.
That's his third foul.
So Dylan Anderson going to play it in here for the Bobcats. Get it into Amonette. Amonette working against Isaiah Groves. Kick out. Over to Dylan Anderson. Back to Amonette. Amonette gets his defenders up.
Ooh.
And he's going to be fouled.
Oh, Jacob
And
Amonette.
Jacob Amonette took a hard hit.
Yeah, he did.
As he went in. And he's still on the ground here. Can't tell if it was his hand.
It looks like he's holding, thought he was holding one of his ankles.
They're going to put that one on Zach Prince again. It's his fourth foul. As Jacob Amonette trying to walk it off here. Was under a little pain, hit the deck pretty hard.
It may be his left ankle, which unfortunately enough is not the ankle that he's wearing the ankle brace for.
Almost looked like he was holding his hand a little bit. Hand that kind of prevented him from falling. And Amonette going to step to the free throw line here for 2 freebies. Follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Amonette not able to connect on the first one. He's got one more coming his way. Amonette, shot on the way is good. Makes it a 40-36. East Robertson lead. 4:20 to go here in the basketball game. East Rob into the front court. Elijah Groves. Elijah Groves trying to work to the basket. He's going to be fouled by Dylan Anderson. It's the very first team foul against Pickett County here in the second half. You can hear the East Robertson faithful.
It's the first foul on Pickett County this half, only the third for the entire game.
2-3 zone look, Pickett County. Groves. Back to Tayshawn Groves. Tayshawn Groves working against Caden Thomas. And
charge!
We're going to have as Groves going to work to the basket, Eli Reagan tried to step over and take an offensive foul. Official said he was about a half a step late. And Groves going to step to the free throw line here for a couple of foul shots. East Robertson leads at 40-36, 3:59 to go here in the basketball game. Tayshawn Groves going to step to the line. Is it their first free throws of the game, J-Dub?
It is their first free throws of the game. So Pickett County is 2 for 4, and this is East Robertson's first trip.
Tayshawn Groves. They bounce on the basketball. Shot on the way is off the back of the rim. Kind of a line drive on that one. Groves gonna have one more. Shot on the way is line drive on both of them. Goes 0 for 2. Amonette with a rebound. Payne Burton trying to get the ball across the half court line. They're gonna have to hurry.
Yeah, gotta go.
Get the ball up to Reagan. Down in the corner to Gage Harris. Harris, 3 ball on the way. No good. And they're scrapping for the rebound. We're going to have a hell ball situation. And it's going to go back over to East Robertson. Gage Harris had a good look at it from the corner, just couldn't nail it, couldn't knock it down. East Robertson, full court pressure this time, Bobcats. Gage Harris in the backcourt, working over the defender. Back to Elijah Groves. Now Tayshawn Groves. Here comes the double team, over to Carson Craig. Working against Reagan, picks up his dribble. Back out top, Tayshawn Groves. East Robertson a little bit out of sync there. And East Robertson going to take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. J-Dub, East Rob just trying to run some clock here, trying to milk this game away. And Coach Caton that time, you saw they were a little bit disoriented, got the timeout.
Yeah, And that's what they've been doing on the past few possessions since there was about 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know, and you've mentioned it before earlier in the game, their game is they want to slow it down. They want to play kind of rough and tumble basketball, get the ball inside. I think that's what that timeout's going to try and get them back to.
East Rob going to inbound the basketball. 3:15 to go. See if Coach Amonette dials up a little additional pressure here. Caden Thomas working out top. And here comes the double team. Now they're going to dribble out of it. Tayshawn working against Caden Thomas. Tayshawn going to go to the rack. Shot up, no good. And they're going to give him 2 shots.
Yeah, looked like most of the contact may have been before the shot, and he leaned into it. So I don't agree with that as well.
Yeah, Tayshawn Prince going to step to the free throw line here. Shot on the way by Tayshawn Groves is good. Largest lead for East Rob. They lead it by 5 here in the fourth quarter. Second shot on the way by Groves, no good. Rebound Payne Burton. Getting into Reagan.
Need a bucket right here.
Over to Amonette. Amonette wants to work to the rim. He does, and he's able to finish. We're going to have a timeout on the court. Timeout on the court, your score. East Robertson leads the Pickett County Bobcats 41-38. Stick around, fans. Final 2:45 coming your way next, right here on UC Sports Nation.
If you need more space, you want a newer home, or maybe it's time to downsize to a cozy cottage at the water's edge, People's Bank has a home mortgage plan that will help turn your dreams into a reality. Our experienced home mortgage officers have the answers you've been looking for. When it comes to mortgages, whatever it is you want or need, People's Bank is the right place to go. People's Bank and Trust Company, with offices in Byrdstown and Albany, investing in the future one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
East Robertson going to inbound it with 2:45 to play as they lead in the Region 4A championship over Pickett County, 41-38.
Elijah Groves going to inbound it. Get it to Craig and get it right back. Full court pressure this time, Bobcats. Gage Harris in the backcourt. Working over against Caden Thomas now. Caden Thomas going to come up and check Elijah Groves. A little crossover dribble by Groves. Caden Thomas still trying to check Groves. And Caden Thomas came in and took a foul. Probably not a bad thing.
No.
If you're Pickett County, you still got fouls to give here.
Only 4 for the half.
2:23 to go. East Rob leads it by 3. Over to Elijah Groves. Elijah Groves going to work it inside to Craig. Craig going to go up, and he's going to get fouled. Carson Craig on a nice little assist that time from Elijah Groves. Craig's kind of been the steady Eddie tonight.
Yes, he has.
Really scored from all 3 levels. First shot on the way is good by Craig. Nice stroke from the free throw line.
4 points this quarter, Casey, with, I believe, 18 for the
Craig,
game. 19.
second shot on the way is good. Makes it a 43-38. East Robertson lead here. They lead it by 5. 2:10 to go here in the basketball game. Eli Reagan going to let one rip from long range, and it's good.
Gunner guns and bang.
Makes it a 41-43. East Robertson leads it here by 2 as we go under 2 minutes here in the basketball game. 4A final. Get it down to Zach Prince. Now back up top of the key to Groves. Groves down in the corner to Craig. Back up top to Tayshawn. Back to Elijah. And almost a steal that time by Amonette. Amonette going to come up and take a foul against Craig.
Probably not another bad foul either.
It's going to only be the 16th foul. And so one more to go before East Rob gets into the bonus. 43-41, East Robertson leads it by 2 here. 1:38 to go in the basketball game. East Rob going to work it across court. Looking for Elijah Groves, over to Tayshawn Groves. Tayshawn up top of the key to Isaiah Groves. Back to Tayshawn, working against Gage Harris. And Gage Harris going to take a foul.
Yeah, that was not a smart foul.
As they really wanted to try to foul. Who was the guy that line drive the free throws the first 2 of the basketball game for
that
them?
Was Tayshawn Groves.
Yeah, so he's going back to the line here. Not a bad foul. Groves at the line. Shot on the way, he's good. Makes it a 3-point game, 44-41. East Robertson leads it by 3. Tayshawn Groves gonna have one more free throw. Shot's coming, it's on the way, and it's good. And Coach Kirk Caton going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Fans, stick around. 1:22 to go. 45-41. Bobcats trail it. We'll be right back here on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
1:22 left to play at Jackson County High School in the Region 4A Championship. Pickett County trails East Robertson 45-41.
Full court pressure, East Rob. Payne Burton going to kick it over to Jacob Amonette. Got to get it across the timeline. They do. Get it down to Payne Burton. Kick out.
Can't take a lot of time.
Over to Gage Harris. Eli Reagan came in, couldn't finish it. Payne Burton on the rebound. Back over to Amonette. Top of the key, Caden Thomas straight away. Shot up no good. Rebound East Rob. As we go under 1 minute here in the basketball game. East Rob leads it by 4. Going to try to double team. Kick it down to Tayshawn Prince. Out top of the key. Craig picks up his dribble. Over to Tayshawn Prince. Back to Craig. 33 seconds to go here in the game. Tayshawn Prince with the basketball. Drives it in. Gets it down inside. Zach Prince for the finish. Makes it a 6-point.
Yeah, you really got to go.
Pickett County trails it here. And Gage Harris barely saved the basketball in. Goes off an East Robertson player. 16.3 seconds to go here. Bobcats going to have the basketball right in front of their student section. Kick out Eli Reagan. Got to go. 12 seconds to go. Jacob Amonette going to pull one from long range. Shot up no good. Rebound Caden Thomas.
Go up with it, KT.
Caden Thomas. 4 seconds to go. Gage Harris working it to the rack. Gage Harris is going to be good, but it's not going to be enough. As Pickett County tonight going to take the loss. 47-43 is going to be your final score. As the Bobcats going to finish runner-up here in the 4A finals down in Jackson County. Fans, stick around. Post-game show going to come your way next. We'll have stats, first half or game analysis. Jake will do a final scoreboard update. Talk about what's coming up for the Lady Bobcats and for the Bobcats. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
UC Sports Nation's live coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by Union Bank. With the modern tools to make banking easier, the experience you can count on. Union Bank, member FDIC. By Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon. By Livingston Regional Hospital. Today, when every second matters, depend on Livingston Regional. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Funeral Chapel.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more. Higher.
Putting the wraps on tonight's game, the Union Bank postgame report. Visit your Byrdstown Union Bank location. Local bank, local decisions. Union Bank.
Welcome into the postgame show from Jackson County High School and Kermit Forkham Gymnasium. A tough loss for the Pickett County Bobcats as they fall in the Region 4A Championship, 47-43 to East Robertson. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bowden on the postgame show. Casey, you felt like Pickett County had a fighting chance in this game the entire game. And, you know, they played them step for step in Byrdstown. They played them step for step tonight. Unfortunately, just enough shots didn't fall, and enough shots did for East Robertson.
Yeah. East Robertson, hats off to them, defending state champions in single A. They're a good ball club. Got a great head coach in Kirk Caton, and just made more plays here tonight. J-Dub really tried to work the basketball around. You know, Pickett County, I thought for the most part did a good job of guarding the perimeter. Gave them perimeter shots, and they didn't hit a whole lot of those.
No, they didn't. I think Carson Craig had two. I know
Elijah Groves
had one.
But for the most part, most of the damage done just in and around the rim on second chance baskets. And, you know, it's a fairly low-scoring game, 47-43. And so Pickett County, I thought what East Robertson did really well was defend on the defensive end. Didn't give any open looks to Amanette or Eli Reagan, really made them work for every possession that they had the basketball, made them work extremely hard. Turned them over a few times and just kept them off balance most of the night. Just was not going to allow them to have an open look. And so hats off here to East Robertson. Going to be the 4A region champs here at Jackson County High School.
And, you know, one play that we normally see that works for Pickett County is, you know, a backdoor cut. And just as you said it, East Robertson took away all the passing lanes and really made Pickett County, if they wanted to get inside, they had to drive.
They had to drive it in there, overplayed passing lanes, really working in the backcourt, just, trying to exert as much energy out of Pickett County as they possibly could. And, turn them over a few times. Pickett County, they hung tough tonight, though.
Yeah,
Didn't go out of here without a fight. East Robertson knew they were in a fight.
Yeah, and Pickett County can't hang their heads. They've had an incredible 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Going all the way back to the district championship, topping Gordonsville in an overtime game, and then winning your last two coming into this one. And as we're in the middle of all region accolades, the season is not over.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing.
That's the good news is Bobcats season going to roll on. Was not an elimination game tonight. And so they're going to play Monday night, J-Dub, at Chattanooga Prep.
At Chattanooga Prep. Monday night, it'll be, I believe that's a 7 o'clock start. It'll be a 7 o'clock Eastern start. So a 6 o'clock start time back in Byrdstown, 5:45 for the pregame.
Yeah, 5:45 on Monday night. So let's talk about, tell you what, let's do, Jake. Let's do a UC Sports Nation stat line. We'll come back. We'll tell you about the all-tournament team. Jake will take us around UC Sports Nation with an update and a scoreboard. And then we'll talk about what's next coming up for the Lady Bobcats from Pickett County. Jake, what about a UC Sports Nation stat line for tonight's game?
Yes, looking at the numbers first for Pickett County, they were led in points tonight by Jacob Amonette with 16 points, followed by Eli Reagan with 15 points. It's really been Amonette and Reagan for the past couple games battling for the top spot. Gage Harris with 5 points, Caden Thomas with 3 points, and Payne Burton, with 2 points. For the East Robertson Indians, they were led tonight by Carson Craig. He had 20 points. As you heard Casey mention a moment ago, he was the steady Eddie for them. Everybody else, it was kind of a all-hands-on-deck effort. Elijah Groves had 8 points. Isaiah Groves with 4 points. Mason Edson with 5 points. Tayshawn Groves with 3 points. All of those came at the line. And Zach Prince with 2 points.
Sounds good, Jake. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll tell you from who the Bobcats made the all-tournament team. And Jake will have a scoreboard update. We'll talk about what's coming up for both teams next. Stick around, fans. Post-game show going to continue right after these words from our sponsors. You're listening to UC Sports Nation.
Post-game reaction, tonight's stats and scores. This is the Union Bank post-game report. Proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you. Today and in the new year, you can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you. To remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back to Jackson County High School and Kermit Forkham Gymnasium for the final time tonight as Pickett County falls in the Region 4A championship game to East Robertson 47-43. Jake Wallman, as we take a look at the all-region team that Pickett County had players on. They were Pickett County was represented by Eli Reagan, Gage Harris, Jacob Eminette, and Payne Burton. Those four Bobcats gave Pickett County great run time throughout the region tournament, going all the way back to the district tournament. So they were able to carry over some really great basketball for the Bobcats and just came up short tonight. We'll take a look around UC Sports Nation now as we visit a scoreboard. Pickett County knows who they will play now. They'll play Chattanooga Prep as Chattanooga Prep, the Sentinels, top Van Buren County 72-57. That will be a 7 o'clock Eastern start time. We will double confirm that time for you, of course, but right now it is a 7 o'clock Eastern start time, 6 o'clock Central time, and we will go live with the pregame show at 5:45 from Chattanooga. In the Region 3 AA Championship, York Institute tops Watertown 63-45, so a sub-state game will be returning to Jamestown, and they will play. Casey, do you know who the Region 3 or the Region 2 or the Region 3 AA champion gets?
It's the Region.
Is that Region 4?
Region 4, yes.
Region 4. So that will be the Region 4 gets, or would it be Region 5? Excuse me.
Region 1 gets Region 2. Region 3 gets Region 4.
So that will be in the AA on Monday night from Jamestown. Final thoughts. Pickett
coach Kurt Caton and the East Robertson Indians. But the good news is the season's not over for the Bobcats. They're going to travel to Chattanooga Prep on Monday night. It's a good Chattanooga Prep team. And 20-win team, any team you're going to get from here on out, it's going to be a good basketball team. And so Pickett County has an opportunity to punch their ticket into the state tournament with a win on Monday night. Jake, the girls.
Yeah, I was going to say, before we go to Chattanooga Prep, we will be in Byrdstown Saturday night.
Saturday night, Whitwell is going to come to the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown for a big sub-state game for the ladies who clinched the Region 4A championship game last night. And so would love to see all the fans out at the Bobcat Den on Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Game time will be, or the pregame will start around 6:45. And so would love to see all the fans there for that one. Jake, I think what we'll do is we'll wrap it up here from Jackson County. We've made a lot of trips down here. Also, before we wrap up, big kudos to Coach Sean Loftus and the Jackson County admin here. They posted a fantastic tournament.
From the games to the setup to the hospitality room, it's all been excellent.
Absolutely phenomenal. And so they hosted a great tournament here for the kids. And Casey Bolden, fans would love to hang out with you again on Saturday night for the girls sub-state game. You've been listening tonight to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.